With the 10th anniversary of Yokai upon us, I decided to look back into the games that built this franchise and rate and review them with the help of some of my YouTuber friends. So I hope you guys enjoy as I rate and review games 1 through 4 in the main line. Yokai Watch 1. It's a pretty vanilla game, very slice of life, and nothing extremely special when you look at the franchise. But as a standalone game, it's actually pretty amazing. It was a fun game to play, a great RPG, and honestly, I really enjoyed it. It introduced a lot of yokai, fun bosses, and a cool map. Overall, it's hard to rate this too high on the list as a lot of games had more content and more unique stuff. Saying more content makes a game better is not necessarily true. However, this game was kind of the first step, and a lot of the other games built off it and expanded for the good or for the bad. It's hard to rank this game poorly, and overall, I'd probably give it 2.5 stars out of 5. Average game, but I really enjoy it. For the second game, I got the help of Games with Will, who wrote a loose script, and I'm going to kind of paraphrase and phrase it in my own way, but the script was inspired on something he sent me on Discord. So basically, Yokai Watch 2 is a good game, the best-selling one of the franchise, and it's honestly, I agree, it's a pretty good game. It's probably one of my least favorite, but it's hard to deny how good the game is. It introduced a lot of new stuff, new bosses, but a thing that you really need to know is a lot of grinding was required. In Yokai Watch 1, you can kind of beat through the story and do a little bit of post-game content in not that long. But in Yokai Watch 2, the story is a lot richer and takes a lot more time, and also a lot of grinding happens post-game to where you need to almost have a team of level 99 yokai to really thrive. I think the game is very good, and I think it fixes a lot of the problems with Yokai Watch 1. However, it does bring its own problems to light. However, I still think it is a better game, and I will give it 3.5 stars out of 5. Yokai Watch 3 is the game I'm most comfortable with. I have over 300 hours in-game, and it's my favorite, and I think the best all around. It's level 5's magnum opus, as said by Chromanize. The game introduced so many more yokai, up to 600 yokai. Introduced tons of new features, had the most post-game content, and a very rich story. Overall, the storyline was interesting. It was split into 2 parts, and honestly, I almost prefer Yokai Watch 2 and 1's initial story. However, with the sheer amount of content and post-game content and yokai, and just really immerses you in the franchise with a lot of fun features that improve the gameplay, I would definitely give this game 5 stars out of 5 stars, as I think is the best Yokai Watch game and one of the best 3DS games in general. Unlike the other games, I have not played Yokai Watch 4 at all. So I got the help from Dr. Coelocaphalo to kind of summarize and rate and review it for me. I don't have much to add like I did for Yokai Watch 2, as I have no experience, so I'm just going to read exactly what he sent, and I'll have it up on screen for you guys here too. Yokai Watch 4 leaves a lot to be desired from Yokai Watch 3. While Yokai Watch 3 has 752 monsters after all its free DLC, Yokai Watch 4, even after its paid DLC, only has around 200. A ton of familiar faces show up, but they don't feel as special anymore. Remember how Noe, Baku, Sandmet, Manjima, Dinmi, Hydabat, Noko, and Walkappa could evolve or fuse in the previous games? Well, now they can't. So they just end up stuck as common low ranks that can't get any stronger. The real-time battle system, being the main new feature, is cool, but if I were to be honest, myself, it's just Yokai Watch Busters but with an MP stat. Befriending is okay. You suck out their souls for material and want to get their golden ball so be able to get the yokai in your party. However, you could argue that this is just Buster's befriending minigame with the hearts with just extra steps. Visually, it's very beautiful, and story-wise, I enjoy the idea of Nate's daughter and her friends doing Scooby-Doo. I had no idea what that says. Mysteries, by the way, Kitaro is here, but he's just an NPC. However, the maps and number of monsters being a lot smaller really hurts how huge the previous main series game was in terms of content. I'm much more forgiving of this game as opposed to another series because Level 5 isn't a multi-billion-dollar company that lies through its teeth, and the games is very clearly built from the ground up as opposed to just reused assets. If nothing else, I enjoy that they made Slimamander a relevant character and made McCracken befriendable. 2 out of 5. Now that we've rated and reviewed everything, I'm going to try to wrap it up in a small conclusion. Yokai Watch main series games, we haven't gotten one for a couple years now, and the future of it is kind of gray. However, I can confidently say that all of these games have been unique and well crafted, and I think put the Pokemon series to shame. I'd much rather a well thought out game produced every couple years with very high quality content. I'm not saying this as like the graphics are the best or they have millions of hours of gameplay, because these are handcrafted games. Unlike these billion-dollar companies that post out these copy-pasted games like Pokemon. As said by Dr. Coelocaphalo, and I can completely agree with that. This franchise is a special place in my heart, and I think it does for many people. And honestly, all the games are great. These ratings are my opinion, of course, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, peace.